Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Atif and this is the summary of today's lesson. Today we started Unit 4, Lesson 1, English Student Book. And the topic of today's lesson was celebrations. In today's topic, we talked about different celebrations, costumes, different cultures. So before we started the lesson, I discussed the lesson objectives with the class. These are the lesson objectives on your screen right now. First, listening. Listen to descriptions of celebrations in different cultures. Speaking activity, practice theme, vocabulary, speak about celebrations, and then read about celebrations in different countries. And then complete notes or and sentence. And in language focus, we discussed the telling the time, okay, useful celebrations, useful phrases like how to express the time of different events and celebrations. So that was the lesson objective slide. After that, we discussed the vocabulary slide, costumes, fireworks, feast, decorations, parades, lantern, symbol. So these are the lesson objectives and vocabulary slides that we discussed during the lesson. And I encourage the students to learn these vocabulary words because these vocabulary words are very important to understand the lesson. After that, we discussed the first activity, and I asked the opening question: what celebrations and holidays are important in your family? So we talked about summer holidays and winter holidays, and also Eid holidays, and we talked about Ramadan celebrations and Eid celebrations uh, as our culture, according to our culture. Then I asked about the favorite celebrations, and then I asked the reason why. So they discussed like different students told us about their favorite celebrations, and most of the students talked about Eid celebrations, and they also talked about National Day celebrations. So after that, we discussed the word study. It is also a kind of vocabulary exercise. How many of these words can you see in the photos below? So we looked at these pictures and we discussed these vocabulary words. I already discussed the meanings of these words in the vocabulary slide, so the students easily identify these vocabulary words in the pictures, and then we discussed and I displayed the answer to the class. After that, we moved to the next activity, and next activity was lesson uh, 1, activity 3, listening. Track 19. Listen to a girl celebrating a celebration. Which photo above is she describing? What does she like about it? So in this listening activity, we guess the information and we guess in which event they are, which of these events they are talking about. So I'm going to play the track 19. So kindly listen to the track and then I will display the answers as well.
Track 19.
My favourite part of the New Year celebrations in my country is the Lantern Festival. We hang the lanterns from the windows in our houses and we carry them along the street too. Everywhere looks so pretty and magical. In my town, we have a dragon dance as well, which marks the end of the new year. A dragon, which is made of paper and silk, is carried along the street by boys who dance underneath it. It's great fun.
Okay, after that, I asked the students to guess the celebration event, and they also shared their answer, and then we tally our answer. Chinese New Year, and she likes the Lantern Festival because everything looks so pretty and magical. This is the reason why she liked this event. Then we discussed exercise 4, and in exercise 4 we talk about like the choice of the students, which celebration in the photo would you most like to go. So they discussed according to their choice. Then we talk about 24 hours time format, and we discussed how we can write it. So this is 10 o'clock, this is 4 o'clock, this is 1 o'clock, and this is 3 o'clock. You can see the answers on your screen as well. Okay, then we discussed the times of celebration, and we discussed activity 6, which I'm going to include it right now again. These are the times of celebration. Celebration 1, 4 o'clock. Celebration 2, 2 o'clock. Okay, then question 7 is again listening exercise. Look at the photos and listen to a description of 2 different festivals. Complete the notes below for each one. Blank is celebrated in blank. It lasts for, people decorate, have to, or go. The festival celebrates. Okay, so we have these notes. So to complete the notes, I'm going to include the track 20.
Track 20.
Diwali is celebrated between mid-October and mid-November. It is the Hindu festival of lights. It lasts for 5 days. People decorate their homes in bright reds, greens, and yellows, and they light lots of oil lamps in their homes, in gardens, and in public places. Although the actual legends that go with the festival are different in different parts of India.
Sharm el Nassim is celebrated at the beginning of spring in Egypt. It lasts for 1 day and means the smell of spring. Egyptians go to gardens and parks, bringing their traditional food of the day with them, which is usually salted fish, coloured eggs, and onions. The festival celebrates the start of spring, and it was also celebrated by the ancient Egyptians.
So that was a track 20. After that track, I discussed the answer, and I'm going to include it answer as well. So this is the answer of activity 7 on your screen right now. First activity Diwali, second celebration Shamal Nasim. So that was a today's lesson. Thank you very much for your time. Take care and Allah Hafiz.